Hello, everyone. My name is Shelby Malays, and today my topic will be why we need Avatar: The Last Airbender as a theme park. I'll be talking about why Avatar is a good choice, similar franchises that already have a theme park of their own, where it will be located, and what will be in it. So to start off, raise of hands, who all has seen Avatar before? Oh, wow. Okay, that's a lot more people than I expected. Okay, so for those of you who haven't watched Avatar, let me tell you why I think it's a good choice. Avatar covers a lot of real life topics, such as war, sexism, and imperialism. And it also has a lot of numerous, general life lessons. But more importantly, it delves deep into world building by establishing different cultures and creating beautifully designed locations that the characters get to explore as they travel the world. The show also has exciting magic and action, with elemental bending powers and epic battles between good and evil. And finally, the series has a sense of nostalgia and comfort, like Uncle Iroh. Oh, his face is cut off. All right. Viewers are able to see themselves in the characters, so it's really easy to escape and lose yourself in the story. So now that we know the selling factors of Avatar, is a theme park really a good idea? Well, there's actually a similar franchise that already has a theme park of its own. The Harry Potter franchise. So how do these two compare? Let's take a look at the stats. Harry Potter got its start in 1997 with 7 books, 8 movies, as well as 5 Fantastic Beasts movies, the third of which is coming out tomorrow, and 5 theme parks. Compare that to Avatar, that got its start in 2005, with 3 seasons of Avatar: The Last Airbender, 4 seasons of Legend of Korra, numerous graphic novels, 2 Avatar Kyoshi books, and 1 movie that I will not be naming because if you know, you know. So they have a similar amount of content, but the one thing Harry Potter has that Avatar doesn't is, you guessed it, a theme park. So let's take a look at Harry Potter's theme park. According to the Themed Entertainment Association, between 2009, the year before Harry Potter opened, and 2014, attendance at Islands of Adventure grew 76% to 8.14 million people. And the Wall Street Journal determined that annual revenue for Universal Parks grew 109% between 2010, the year Harry Potter opened, and 2015 to $3.34 billion. And when you compare that to each park costing around $250 million to build, that's a big profit. And don't forget about all the themed merchandise as well. Tom Williams, chief executive of Universal Parks, said that daily visitor spending on products doubled in Orlando since Harry Potter opened. So with all this potential profit, why hasn't Avatar gotten anything yet? Well, there actually are a few Avatar-themed rides in existence. The 2 in America are the Avatar Airbender in Mall of America, located in Minnesota, and Aang's Air Gliders in the American Dream Mall in New Jersey. There are also Avatar-themed rides in the UK, Australia, and Germany. All this is great, but one ride for Avatar in a theme park isn't much. But this could all be changing soon with the introduction of Avatar Studios. Nickelodeon president and CEO Brian Robbins said the success of Avatar and Korra on Netflix and Paramount Plus directly led to the creation of Avatar Studios. And this studio has promised new content in the future, including multiple CG animated films and a new series. But they're not the only ones with new Avatar content. Netflix also has a live action adaptation of the series in production right now. So with all this new content and rising popularity, it makes perfect sense to build a theme park. But where would we even put it? We could put it in Dallas or Houston, Texas, where there's lots of land, it's centrally located, has relatively little competition, and good weather. Or we could put it in Nashville, Tennessee, where there's a junction of 3 major interstates, there's already a high level of tourism, and the closest competitor, Dollywood, is several hours away. Or we could put it in South California or Central Florida, where there's good conditions, but there's already a lot of competitors there. I propose the last two, and here's why. Nickelodeon shows have a history with Universal Studios parks. Currently, they have characters like SpongeBob and Dora in the parks, as well as a SpongeBob-themed gift shop. And in the past, they had an attraction called Nickelodeon Studios in Orlando that closed in 2005 and was where the Blue Man Group recently was. They also had Nickelodeon Splash Zone in Hollywood that closed in 2007 and was replaced by none other than Harry Potter World. So what better way to introduce Nickelodeon back into the parks than with an equally popular franchise to one of their existing attractions? But wait, where would we even put such a large attraction? Well, there's evidence that they have the means to acquire the land we need. In Universal Studios Hollywood, they've cleared lots of land, not for a new attraction, but for office buildings and sound stages. So if they can afford land for that, they can certainly find some for a new attraction. And in Universal Orlando Resort, they've acquired a completely new and large area for a new theme park called Epic Universe set to open in 2025. So that proves that they too have the means to expand. So even if we did get the space for a new theme park, what would be in it? Well, here are a few park concepts that I've developed based on existing theme parks. So to start off, we'd have the four nations: water, earth, fire, and air. And in the center, we have Republic City. Starting off with the water tribe, we have a Boy in the Iceberg themed roller coaster where the track would be inside of a large ice sphere. We'd also have character meet and greets with Katara and Sokka, as well as a water ride. I'm not sure what the water ride would be, but every theme park has a water ride. We'd also have, similar to what Harry Potter has in their theme parks, interactive wands, but this time it's interactive bending. And for the water tribe, we'd have fountains that would shoot water whenever you tried to bend it. Next up, we have Ba Sing Se, and we'd have themed drinks like the Jasmine Dragon Tea Shop and a cactus juice stand. We'd also have character meet and greets with Toph, Suki, and the occasional appearance of the Cabbage Man. We'd also have Kyoshi Warrior training, complete with face paint, robes, and basic combat skills. And you can't have the Earth Kingdom without a secret tunnel ride. And once again, like the Water Tribe, we'd have interactive bending, this time with rocks suspended by invisible wires. And next up for the Air Nation, we have the Air Temple, and we have a flight simulator like you're riding on the back of Appa, as well as a Superman-style roller coaster where you're laying on your stomach, and it's like you're on one of Aang's air gliders. We'd also have character meet and greets with Aang and animatronics Appa and Momo. And once again, we'd have interactive bending, this time with hidden fans and vents. And for the Fire Nation, we'd have Ember Island, and here we would have a dragon-themed roller coaster, similar to what Universal had, the Dueling Dragons coaster, before Hagrid's motorbike replaced it. We'd also have our Fire Nation characters, Zuko, Azula, Iroh, Tylee, and May. And similar to the Kyoshi Warrior training, we'd have sword building and training. And this is also similar to what Star Wars has with their build your own lightsaber. And once again, we'd have interactive bending with some sort of flamethrower mechanism, but far away from the guests because we do not want to burn them. And in the center of it all, we'd have Republic City. And here we'd have a Spirit World portal indoor attraction. It'd either be a walkthrough or a slow ride. And we'd also have our Legend of Korra characters. We got Korra, Bolin, Asami, and Mako. And you can't have a theme park without the gift shops. So here we'd be selling the Four Nations merchandise, similar to what Harry Potter does with the 4 Hogwarts houses. You pick your favorite. And towering over the center of it all, we have Aang's statue looking over the city. So, in conclusion, with rising popularity, promise of new content, opportunities for profitable merchandise and immersive experiences makes Avatar the perfect candidate for a theme park. Thank you.